What's good, y'all? It's Crew, also known as Araneae Storm, checking in for the Neptunian series, Neptune in Taurus to be exact. I am your Cosmic Rootwork astrologer specializing in Mars activations as well as North Node and South Node consultations. So if you would like to book a personal reading with me, you can hit me up at araneastorm.wix.com/info. You can hit me up on all social media at Araneae Storm. All right? All information links below to my artwork at the shop, Mars activations, all that good shit, bookings, consultations, and stuff like that. All the information is below. It's getting too much, y'all. So the regular spills that I'll be doing, I'm going to kind of cut them down so we can, jump right into the series. So what is Neptune? All right. So the last time Neptune was in Taurus was 1875 to 1889. I also forgot to mention in the Neptune and Aries video, of course, drugs is a thing when it comes to Neptunian energy and escape. I think I said escapism, but escapism. But this was around the time where they started chemically, because, Taurus is the food. They started chemically putting drugs into the food, hormones into the food, mass production, you know what I mean? And this stuff kind of kicked off this energy, illusions and finances and making money. So a lot of fraudulent back-end stuff going on in the financial corporate offices and things like that. But when we just talk about the energy of Neptune itself, this is the energy of the spiritual realm. This is where we go to escape. It's the subconscious mind. You know what I mean? This is our higher selves, the ascension. When you start having ascension symptoms, you go to Neptune. This is the collective subconscious mind too. So whatever sign that Neptune is in collectively, whatever sign Neptune is in collectively is the energy that will be playing out for the collective. You know what I mean? So even though you have your own Neptune sign, this energy will also play out once again with the collective energy. So you definitely want to look into, for y'all watching this, you're going to want to look into Neptune and Pisces and also Neptune and Aries for 2025 as well. And you could also look at all the other videos if that's just what you want to do, follow along. Hey, shout out to y'all for that. But definitely those two. Definitely check those out. So, yeah, media. This is also rules media. So what you see on the TV screens, predictive programming is Neptune energy. The news, as well as Gemini, but definitely, come on, y'all. Neptune. It's Neptune. Neptune be trolling. You feel me? For sure. It's definitely the media, to basically mentally brainwash people into believing things that aren't there or aren't true. Or persuading people into things that aren't there and aren't true. Neptune. So that's a little bit about Neptune. This is when you connect to God. This is when you connect back to source. This is when you connect back to your higher self. But this can also lead down a spiraling hole, like I said, once again, escapism, drugs, alcohol, things to escape from this reality, because Neptune, and also ruler over Pisces, knows essentially it's not actually from this earth. It does not come from this earth. So it tries to escape away from the reality of what's really going on, which is Virgo, that sits on the opposite side of Pisces, the 6th house. So when we have Taurus come into the play, we have dreaming. I put dreaming of the things, dollar bill, y'all. You feel me? Dreaming of the money, the material gains. This is, Taurus Venusian energy of wealth and value and friendships. And, Taurus likes to find the things in life. Taurus likes to have nice things to make it feel comfortable, to give it a sense of stability. So with Neptune here, sometimes it can make Taurus and the Taurus energy for my Neptune and Taurus feel like it's only a dream, but it can't be real. But once Neptune and Taurus really channels that energy to know that whatever's actually playing out subconsciously in your mind manifests into this reality, then Taurus quickly finds out damn, I can actually really work with this energy. I could actually do something with this energy. Pisces is master manifestors. Anybody can be a master manifestor, but Pisces is a master manifestor and Taurus is especially a master manifestor. Okay. This is the throat chakra. You know what I mean? Taurus rules the throat. So the things that you speak, the things that you're communicating is the third house or second house. The things that you're before the third house is a Gemini. The things that you're communicating outwardly, you know, the things that you're thinking subconsciously in your mind will manifest into your outer world. So you want to be careful with the things that you're thinking, the things that you're saying to yourself, the things that you're telling other people, the things that you're writing, because they're going to manifest before your eyes. They might not be exactly how you want it to be, but definitely, best believe, that motherfucker's going to manifest right in your eyes. So, you know, it doesn't have to necessarily be a dream for my, you know, Neptune and Taurus is here. Like, that shit can actually become a reality. So keep that, you know what I mean? Keep that same energy, you feel me? Material wealth. So I put your subconscious bank, once again, your subconscious bank, not Wells Fargo and Chase Bank. No, your subconscious bank, the things that you store in your brain, the things that you store in your mind. Is that shit in deficit? Is that shit in what is it called? I don't even like saying, I can't even think of the word because that's not where my mind is. Look, what is it when you spend too much? Overdraft. Look, I couldn't even think of the word in my mind because I'm like, we don't even speak that language over here. What is that? Is your mind in overdraft, or is your mind, you know, getting them deposits? Are you getting those downloads? Are you getting those deposits? Are you living from a lack state of mind, a lack state of subconscious? Are you living from a full, you know, cup runneth over kind of full subconscious? You feel me? And that's what Neptune and Taurus is gonna do for you. You feel me? It's what your mind, your bank is looking like. Is your bank healthy? What is it? A whole bunch of shit everywhere. Like, what is your bank, your subconscious bank looking like? And this is what Neptune and Taurus wants to ask themselves. And really reprogram your mind to be in that state of mind. You know, Taurus wants nothing but the best, so your mind needs to be having nothing but the best thoughts, you know. And I don't say this to say like shit is always going to be perfect. Yes, you're going to have your days. You're going to have days where you want to go off. This is also the bull. Taurus is the bull. You know what I mean? So there's going to be days where you want to just set it off. There's going to be days that you do set it off with Neptune and Taurus here. But at the same time, you got to kind of come back to self, come back to center, get grounded. This is earth, fixed earth energy. Taurus is fixed earth. So it's the foundation. Get it solidifying a solid foundation for yourself. So whatever goes on in your imagination, Neptune, can manifest into this reality, which is Taurus, the first earth, the reality, the actual earth itself. You know what I mean? So attracting things to you by your thoughts, once again, Neptune, and what you say, Taurus. You know, give them the space. You got to also allow this generation to give them the space to pursue their dreams. Taurus likes to know how things is coming, likes to know how things are going. And so if it doesn't work out specifically the way Taurus wants to, Taurus can get really frustrated. Taurus can get really, you know what I mean, feeling like they want to give up and they don't want to continue and they don't want to do it and things like that. So you have to give Taurus the space to kind of go through and work out and suss out like the energy of, well, can I really do it and things like that? Because then if you try to go and tell Taurus what they could do or what they should do, they start getting frustrated and irritated and feeling like you're trying to tell them what to do. They don't like being told what to do as much as they try to say that they don't care, and they don't. But they don't like to be told what to do. So give this generation, give Neptune and Taurus the time and the space, or collectively, once we get into this energy, the time and the space to make decisions for themselves. It might take them a long time to get to that decision, but trust and believe they're going to make that decision. And once they make that decision, it's only up from there. You feel me? It's only up. They can't do no wrong in that. Like they will keep consistently going until they get it. Once they see it, once they envision it, you know, once they have it and get it down, it's a wrap for y'all. So looking at the world, wanting stability, also idealistic in relationships, holding on to something that it might be time to let go. So Taurus, Neptune can throw them projections out. Neptune can create this romanticized relationships or romanticized relationships and friendships. It doesn't necessarily have to just be super, super duper one-on-one intimate or however, you know what I mean? It could be just this ideal of what you want this relationship and something to be, projecting that outwardly, and then Taurus with that fixed earth staying in it when it could be very toxic for you. It could be very detrimental to your health. You know, it could literally drag you down with it type energy. So with Neptune and Taurus, you really want to, like I said, getting grounded will help you suss out what's for you and what's not for you. People will take advantage of your kindness, Taurus. People will, especially Neptune in Taurus, people will take advantage of your kindness because you naturally want to give. You naturally want to, this is your energy. You know what I mean? Like, this is how you move through the world. So you just want to make sure that the people that you're giving to is worthwhile. The people that you spending your time and energy with and staying in this long-term deal with, because once you get in it, man, it's hard for you to get out. But once you're in a relationship with people or relationships with people, that's good. It's good, yo. It's reciprocal, it's reciprocal energy. You giving, they giving. It's you sharing, they sharing. It's equal. It's an equal match. But if it's seeming like the scales is like one is weighing over, you might want to rethink that relationship. You know what I mean? And I know everybody kind of goes through they bouts and things like that, but you'll know. You know what I mean? You'll get it. You feel me? You'll get it. Overindulgent. So when Neptune and Taurus begins to get stressed out, this is where we talk about the escapism, right? So Taurus, I've never met a Taurus that did not like wine. Every Taurus that I've ever met loves fucking wine. They just, I feel like Taurus is the winery or some shit. I don't know. So basically you could be overindulgent when you're stressed. And that's not to say because you're drinking wine, you're stressed. Sometimes you want to drink wine because you like to find wine. You like to drink, like, you know what I mean? It's kind of ritual for you to do that. But sometimes it could be kind of overindulgent as to you use the wines and the sweets and things like that, because Taurus likes those, it's the senses, so it likes those savory type of things. So you'll use wine and the sweets and stuff like that to really escape from what's actually really going on. You know what I mean? You'll use that to, like, get away from, those feelings, and it can also cause health problems. So you just want to make sure that before you start to indulge on the sweets and the wines and whatever else that you want to indulge in, that you're grounded. So when you're feeling ungrounded or you're feeling stressed, once again, you start to overindulge in those other things. So just be mindful of that, Taurus. Now, what I will say is one thing that can help you also get grounded is art, music, right? Longtime friends and partners, once again. Music, good music, whether that's you making music, you creating art, or you getting a nice piece of painting, putting it up in your home, or you know what I mean, going out listening to some live music or something like that. That'll really be good for your health, your mental health, your spiritual health, your physical health, to just kind of reground you, be in the present moment and not be so like up in your head and future, all that kind of stuff. Like you know what I mean? Just getting that stuff grounded, or allowing those things to help you ground. Y'all are natural artists. Y'all are natural creators. So allow yourself to create whatever that may be, whatever that is. Just allow yourself to do it. Architecture and construction. Y'all are design gods. Y'all know how to make a plan, construction work, the land, building things out, building a solidified foundation, not just for yourself, but like homes and stuff, infrastructure for homes. You could basically come up with a new design, a new layout for a home that's more substantial for a family space or for people to be able to gather. This is Taurus. I'm very highly spiritually inclined. You just want to make sure that, because Scorpio sits on the opposite side of you, you want to make sure that you are merging the material and spiritual realms in one, instead of trying to separate them as if they're not the same thing, as that they don't necessarily tie into each other, right? So they merge. You're here for long-term growth, and you're the strategist, Taurus. You know what I mean? So anything, like I said, that's in your mind, you can make real. You just need a plan, because Taurus likes to visually see things. So you need a plan, sticking to that plan, knowing that regardless if it doesn't necessarily work out the way you want it to, it's actually working out the way it's supposed to be. Okay, Taurus? So this is my, analysis of Neptune and Taurus. We're going to move on to Neptune and Gemini, and we're going to finish up this week with Neptune and Cancer. So you already know what it is already, so I'm checking in and checking out without a motherfucking doubt.